Dubai's missing Princess Shamsa tortured, jailed and drugged after escaping. Princess Shamsa fled her father Sheikh Mohammed's £75 million estate and was kidnapped weeks later before being flown back to the United Arab Emirates. It is claimed a Dubai princess has been tortured, jailed and drugged in the years since he tried to run away from the Emirati royal family. It is claimed Sheikh Shamsa Al Maktoum has attempted suicide 3 times while locked away from the world. According to a woman who has worked with the Dubai royals, Princess Shamsa hasn't been seen in public since 2000, the year she allegedly ran away from her father Sheikh Mohammed's £75 million estate near Clobham in Surrey. It is claimed she was kidnapped from a street in Cambridge just weeks later and flown back to the United Arab Emirates on a private jet. Shamsa was just 18 when she took a black Range Rover and drove it to the edge of the estate in July 2000. She abandoned the car and slipped through a fence on foot. It was claimed she was desperate to flee a restrictive life and was unhappy after her father, now aged 70 and one of the world's richest men, told her she would not be allowed to attend university. The royal family search for her ended 2 months later when she was allegedly kidnapped and taken back to Dubai. The following March, a woman claiming to be Shamsa called Cambridgeshire police telling that she had been abducted. However, an investigation stalled. Ms. Haya claims Shamsa, now 37, has been tortured, jailed and drugged and has attempted suicide 3 times. The Finnish woman was hired to give Shamsa's sister, Princess Latifa, capoeira lessons in 2001 and later tried to help her escape. She claimed to news.com.au that Shamsa was kidnapped in the UK and forcibly taken back to the UAE, where she was jailed for 8 years. Ms. Haya claims Latifa told her that Shamsa's feet were beaten with wooden canes and she was imprisoned again 2 years ago after attempted to contact Cambridgeshire police and British media. Ms. Haya said she was locked up in a room in her mother's house. She has been kept drugged up. She claimed she saw Princess Shamsa twice, first at the royal family's private sporting complex in 2001. Ms. Haya said she seemed dazed and very unhappy. She looked uncomfortable and sad, and she was waiting for her PT to arrive. She looked very, very unwell. The second time I saw her at another sister's wedding in 2016, Shamsa had lost so much weight that she was unrecognizable. She looks like an anorexic, extremely skinny, and Latifa told me that she had actually stopped eating. She's like a zombie. Ms. Haya claims Latifa told her that Shamsa has attempted suicide 3 times in a video recorded before Latifa fled Dubai in 2018. She claimed both she and Shamsa had been tortured. She said basically one guy was holding me while the other guy was beating me, and they did that repeatedly. The next time I was tortured, it was for 5 hours, and I was pulled from the bed, driven to another location in the palace, and they tortured me. Last month, a cousin named Shamsa had written a letter saying she wanted to run away just months before she had vanished. Ms. Haya and Latifa became friends and took up skydiving together. As they grew closer, Latifa began to reveal how she had been treated horribly by her family, claiming she had spent more than 3 years in jail and had been beaten after she had failed to escape in Dubai in 2002 when she was 16. Ms. Haya claims Ms. Haya tried to help Latifa escape in March 2018 when they drove across the border to Oman, traveled 25 miles by jet ski and inflatable boat to former French Navy officer Hervé Hobbert's yacht in international waters. Latifa, 33, had tried to escape on the yacht but was allegedly recaptured by Emirati and Indian soldiers who stormed the vessel as it approached the coast of Goa, India. She claimed in a video last year that she and her older sister had been held prisoner after trying to escape years earlier. Ms. Haya spent 2 weeks in jail in Dubai and has since launched the Free Latifa campaign. Earlier this week, Princess Haya, the estranged wife of Sheikh Mohammed, asked a UK court for a forced marriage protection order. Last month, Haya, 45, was reported to be hiding in London and was said to be in fear of her life. She has asked for the wardship of her children who left the UAE with her and as a forced marriage protection order and a non-molestation order. The full hearing of the dispute will be heard in London on November 11th.